everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is for Rose and it is a Masters 5 game or Mercy. They say the things they need to work on is, they put, don't come at me, but I did eventually remember to speed boost. Okay, that's good. Okay. I feel like I played decently well with battling ping spikes, I feel. We lost, but I feel like I had some really good moments. I'm kind of looking for guidance on when to use a GA. Sometimes I feel a bit too disciplined with GAs and sometimes I feel like I'm reckless. I feel this is what I could be holding me back again. Alright, okay, so I guess we're going to be looking at kind of like when to use our GAs and like when to be moving about. So I guess we're going to like look into that. But other than that, honestly, Rose, I really love your Mercy as well. Like we have VOD reviewed before. Rose basically started off in Masters when I first started VOD reviewing them. They got up to like to GM like top 500. Obviously with the rank resets and going back down again. So I guess we're gonna just look at Rose. But if you guys want your own VOD reviews, they're for 7,500 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Sundays, but I'll stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. The VODs are completely for free. All you have to do is essentially turn up to the Twitch streams, any of them, and then just earn the channel points. Once you've earned that 7.5k, by all means go and redeem one like how Rose has done, and I will gladly do them live on stream and then upload them onto YouTube as soon as I possibly can, basically. I do also do a mini skin like review as well when we do this, and it's the Overwatch 1 Soul Dynasty. Beautiful skin. I do prefer, however, the home one with the golden gun, but equally this is just as clean of a skin as well, especially with the golden gun. It looks really, really nice. But yes, I guess we'll just get straight into it, looking at some obviously some bad ping spikes as well as how we can use our GA. Looking at our team comp, it is a pretty good one for obviously what's it called, damage boosting. We can damage boost Reaper if it gets up close and we can get to him. We can also damage boost Bastion, really, really great. And also damage boost Morga. Really, really nice. So lovely heals onto the lovely heals here. However, we spotted a hog and we decided to GA across, and that hook could have very easily landed on us. Okay, I want you to kind of take that quick step back and just GA yourself to you, because what happens is your Moira will still be coming back here. You could just GA up to the Moira and then keep on following the Bastion up here, basically, just purely because you're not going to cross this LOS and be in contention of being accidentally hooked. So just kind of make that slightly better rotation, but that really, really great so far. I have a charm, but I don't know where it is. It sometimes doesn't show in the replays. Normally after like after a death, or like sometimes you tab out and then tab back in, it sometimes comes on. It's really weird why it doesn't show like instantly. But yeah, I'm kind of noticing, but you might see my gameplay get a little bit thrown off. No, it's alright. But we keep going. Obviously nice. We know Hulk is still there, so we still want to be like really, really cautious of that. That's fine. Nice GA to be saved. Helping. Nice GA obviously to get back onto point. Overall, really, really great. Well played though, Rose, apart from that one bad rotation. Other than that, really, really great so far. Obviously, Moira's going to be coming back, so that's fine. Nice. Love how you switch damage boost targets here. I had a VOD recently where like a Mercy was just like keeping the blue beam on like the main blue beam target. I love how you're switching to your Morgan now, because you know that your Bastion's backed off for a second and you want to get that extra bit of damage boost in. Really, really great. Nice heals, because obviously Moira's not here. You can see Reaper raping away, so just be careful of that. At this point, I'd be looking to kind of rotate from where you are, as in like maybe rotating like back off to here a little bit. This is purely just to create space from your team, because you know people are going to start coming in. They also have that Lucio, which basically means that it's super easy for the Lucio just to kind of like speed his team onto you guys. So if you can try to just play a little bit back, create that distance, like if you do end up speeding on, it gives you more chance for you to back off away. We'll keep going. I would keep my heals on Morga here a little bit and also rotate a little bit sooner than what you did. You can see how your team want to engage in, because obviously they wanted to fight all these guys since the Roadhog is on point. So you want to kind of push up a little bit sooner here and maybe chuck a heal beam just quickly onto the Morga. The reasoning is because obviously with the healing reduction and also like the DPS passive as well, yes, it has got nerfed slightly, but it's still like really, you know, it's still very prominent. So we definitely need to quickly just chuck the beam on for him just for a second, just to make sure he's okay. And then we can put the damage boost onto the Bastion. As we're doing this, I would maybe look to rotate maybe to here, or like maybe into this like little corridor room as well. You just want to kind of push up a little bit with your team here, because they want to engage fully. We end up doing that, but make sure we're not doing it into our team. You know, we want to try and play it on an off angle ever so slightly. So like here, for example. But it's fine. Obviously, we know think he's going to be on point. Nice rotation, obviously away. Can't know if your Reaper there gets Helix rocketed. We rotate, but make sure we're rotating. We try and get the beam onto the Moira a little bit quicker. Nice. Don't. Oh, it's a Helix rocket anyways, but just as a really quick kind of generic thing with bastions is you want to try and keep them up rather than damage boosting them, because they will already output a lot of damage. So we need to heal him, but obviously he ends up getting shot by a damage boosted Helix rocket, which is like what, like 150 damage, something about that. I can't do the maths on the top of my head, but it's a lot of damage. Let's just say that. So it's, you know, you're not gonna be able to out heal him there, but that's just a little extra thing for the future, I guess. But nice. Obviously, people fall at this point. We kind of like just need to back out. Now, say you try to get your Marga out, obviously can't. Nice rotation away. Obviously, you got your Moira. I would have just stayed here. Honestly, all you have to do is just J to her, stay there, wait for your Moira to fade. When your Moira fades, you can just J back again. Because you kind of jumping up here, you know they're going to start, you know, pushing you guys. So you kind of just want to kind of vibe out here until you are able to follow through from someone, basically. Look for that escape route. Other than that, like, I don't think there's anything else you could have really done there, Rose. Honestly, your Reaper went in and fed. You did really, really well. I screamed when I seen the Hulk. I love it. Alright, we'll keep going, though. You res Cass. I would probably not have res Cass here. The reasoning is because... Hold on, how quick did he die? When did he die? No, I would not res Cass here. The reasoning is because look at his respawn timer as you get out. So you're about to res him now, okay? He has about 2 seconds left, and you guys are not going to start pushing in until he's back, right? I would rather you saved your res here, allowed him to respawn and walk back, because right now your team is not wanting to go aggressive. It's not like you have a Lucio, it's not like, you know, there's someone that's really, really pushed up in order to capitalize on. They're back to where they should be holding, which is like this like choke area, basically. So there's absolutely no need for you to res here. This means if we do not res here, we can save our res for when you guys push into the next team fight, and then we can maybe do a res in Valk or something like that. But this is a definitely no-no for the res, because he's right outside of spawn. So we don't need to res this. But we'll keep going. So we go to damage boost the Bastional, which is fine. I would recommend, as you're damage boosting the Bastional, look to push forward. The reasoning is because what will happen is, because the Bastional's doing it like really far back, he will essentially be looking to like zone people and like space, you know, like make space basically. So if you damage boost as you GA forward, it means then that when the Bastion has, you know, done the ults down, for example, he could have maybe hit the Lucio like for a couple, but doesn't fully get finished off, the Margo will be here and ready with your damage boost in order to, what's it called, absolutely like mow these guys down with the rest of the ult, okay? So just trying to think ahead and think to yourself, okay, what's going to happen after this Bastion ult? We're going to try and get a bit forward. So do that, basically. Try and push forward. But we'll keep going. Obviously, ends up getting the Lucio, which is really, really great. So we now just need to push forward. Nice, just gotta be careful for Hulk Hook. Damage boost your Bastion here. Other than that, really, really great. Nice heals here. Nice how you drop down the opposite side. Lovely use of cover. Nice. Other than that, really, really great team fight. Heading back for Bastion now, which is fine. Nice coming forward to damage boost the Moira. Nice aggression here. I do like this aggression. Love how you're as well. I love this as well. How you're constantly looking back to see, like, you know, for people to escape to. Because obviously you don't just kind of like want to sit here and then realize, oh no, they're going to start pushing in and you don't know who to GA to. I love how, like, you're looking back just to double check how we can rotate back after this aggression. Really, really nice. We pop Val because we thought Moira was going to die, which is fair enough. Nice. Fortunately, she's right in the middle of the point. Stay on our marker here when you... Okay. This is fine, because what it looks like to me is we're looking to see who we can res. Obviously, we can't end up resing, which is unfortunate. However, we now need to kind of take this as we are the same, we are the only healer here, which means we need to try to the best of our ability, keeping our Margo up here. And unfortunately, we end up disconnecting the heal beam. If we keep our Margo up here, he is neither going to have cage fight. Cage fight will be so good to try and force this kind of team fight to a close, basically. But we end up disconnecting the beams on him, basically. I pop out because I seen the D.Va push. I assume they were pushing. No, honestly, and I respect it, though. I feel like I have no issues with the time of the battle for us, honestly. Because we see that the Moira is going to be, like, falling as well. It looks like the Moira is going to get really, really weak as well. So we want the extra heals to try and keep her up in case the D.Va ends up diving her is what happened. So I really respect the Valk. Because obviously, you know they're going to start pushing in aggressively. Especially with the Lucio as well. They could just speed him. So I love that. However, we need to, as soon as that Moira dies, just remind the Moira dying is not your fault whatsoever. The Moira just was in a really bad, like, position, like, if you look at her. But we need to try and keep our Margaret up while we're doing this. I'm going to see what you end up doing, though, because we are near the end of our Valk, and we can maybe go for a res in a second, maybe? I don't know. Have to see. Your Bastion ends up falling, so it's just you and Cass. At this point, I'd just be looking to reset or back out. You look to back out, which is good. Moira's here. We just need to back out again. Nice. That's fine. All good. We'll keep going. Nice damage boost onto the Bastion grenade. Same thing again. Push up with your Morga a little bit here. Just so you can get that little bit of extra damage in. And we can start, like, maybe getting an early pick off or something. Remember, they only have Mercy Lucio, so we can hit them with a lot of damage. Then, you know, it'd be really, really great. Nice heals here. Nice heals onto Cass as well. Fortunately, Cass doesn't get hit by a Helix Rocket. I would have gone for a res here. The reasoning is because we can use this Bastional as a really, really great zone. Like a Diva Bomb, like a Cass High Noon, for example. We can use this as a really, really good zone in order to get this res off, right? Because what happens... So, Bastion starting his ult. Diva knows where the Bastion is, so Diva's going to go dive the Bastion. But if we do our res now, it then means as soon as the Bastion ult's over, we can go and peel for him, much like how the rest of our team will also end up peeling for him in a second. But I would rather you went for this res here. The reason also is, your Cass has High Noon, which isn't the best ultimate in the world, don't get me wrong. But also, he has the ability to, like, zone people once again really, really well. And Bastion has just used his ultimate, so your Bastion's going to be less of a asset to your team, basically, compared to the Cass, okay? So what I want you to do here is, so we damage boost the start of it, which is fine, because if we keep the B-bomb just, you know, as basically until we get the res off, basically, it then means that we can maybe get 1 or 2, maybe of the Bastion bullets, like, going down and damage boosted. We can res while this happens, because the Diva's too busy boosting to try and get to the Bastion, and then bam. We've got a free res off. I'm going to see what you end up doing, though, because I'm intrigued. So, Diva ends up coming. We end up backing off. Sights is the far side. Nice, keeping our Marga up. Just unfortunate, because it looks like you were looking for this res, and the Bastion was, like, right the way down here. I think you kind of, like, had to make a decision here. Either, like, go for the Bastion or stay with the Marga. We're a little bit undecisive here. I would have personally stayed with the Marga, but it's all good. They use B, Bomb, and Visor there. So it's all good. We just have to kind of, like, vibe and survive. We get out to our Cass, which is really, really great. Nice long G as well to get out. We just need to try and help our Cass not get staggered here. Nice damage from the Bastion again. Fortunately, Cass ends up falling. Lovely res, though. Lovely. I love this res. I love how, like, you're doing this res and you see the Diva slightly diving, so we rotate slightly more behind this iceberg. Love it. Perfect res there. Nice, obviously going on to go and touch. Just make sure, so we know the Sojourn is going to be on point. Try if you can. No, honestly, no, I respect the fling on here, because we know we have the Valk to escape, so as soon as we start getting shot, we can just quickly pop the Valk and just G away or something. I respect the touch here, because obviously we don't, because they have the Lucio, right? So Lucio is going to know that people are going to start coming these two main areas and go to touch. That means Lucio will just go, boop, and then they're not going to be able to touch. So your initiative to go and touch here is so, so good. Because you know that whoever's like, you know, this Lucio is just going to boop these guys. So they're not going to get the touch. So you go for the touch instead. And then you pop the Valk when your team starts to engage. Really, like, well fought and well played, heroes. Really, really like it. My only issue is your positioning in Valk, which is kind of like right now. We know where the Sojourn ult is. So we can actually kind of like just vibe above here instead. The reason why you want to kind of vibe above here is you can still get the damage boost and still be able to help all these guys out without being able to kind of peek the Sojourn or peek the Soldier. Because remember, especially if you do end up climbing back up again and you climb back to where you know, I feel like you're meant to be, which is kind of like them, like, you know, like GM level, it can be that they will just, you know, casually hit a Sojourn bullet onto your damage boost helix and then just shoot you out the air. Be pre-prepared and play above I think with I think I'm invisible with the HP buff. Honestly, there are so many times as well I've done the exact same thing where I'm like, a really good example, I decided to 1v1 a Zen. Don't ask me why. I won the 1v1, but it was like really, really close. And I'm like, I'm invincible. I have 250 HP. And I feel like going after him. But yeah, no, just kind of still play normally, even though, yes, you do have the 250 now. It's just a little bit of, like, extra, but still at the same time, still, like, play your cover and stuff like that. It's a bad habit of mine. No, it's alright. But nice. Obviously, we GA1, because we don't think they're going to touch. They have their own Valk. We rotate round. Just try and help your Hog out here. We need to keep our beam on the Hog here. The reasoning is because Hog is our lifeline right now, and he's going to take a lot of damage. You need to just heal him a little bit more here, and then it means that we can keep him up. Obviously, yes, if he does fall, we have res in a second, which is really, really great. But we needed to try and just keep him up a little bit more. Nice res now, once we got it back online. But just try and keep healing a little bit more. It's going to sound really, really weird because I'm a big anti-heal bot infused. Well, I say an anti-heal bot, like, I understand that you need to heal bot in certain points, but obviously don't do it all the time. Unfortunately, with Season 9 Mercy, you end up having to heal a lot more than the damage boost, just because of how Mercy is at the moment. So you have to kind of, like, not so much default to the yellow beam because, you know, that's not what it is. You should just kind of, damage boost as much as you can. But at the same time, like, you have to kind of flick the healing beam either on for longer or for longer periods of time, just purely because of the DPS passive. I just cling to the pillar here because my ping went up and down like 5 times. No, it's alright. So we go back. Leave res, so we know they're going to be coming back quick. Just if you can, when you're playing around here, don't be kind of GAing yourself out into the open like this. Keep close to this pillar like this and jiggle peek like this. The reasoning is because you playing here just means that if they start rushing this kind of main bit, you are stood here, compared to if you're stood behind this pillar. Okay, let's pretend that you're behind the pillar. They cannot see you whatsoever. It's but like a lot like better positioning. So if you can, try and play kind of behind you. I have a headset on backwards this entire round too. Dude, Rose, I feel like you just kind of just sort yourself out before we go into comp. But it's so good. Anyway, so we see... Nice. Obviously can't keep bashing up anymore. Nice playing back. We used our res, so we can't do anything there. Nice rotation away, obviously to get away from the ball. Nice rotation up as well. You know what I'd be looking to do in here? I would look to slingshot. You know at the end of this GA that's kind of brought you from like here to here. Instead of like just doing this as a normal GA and then coming behind here just to play with Hog, I would look to maybe do a slingshot around and try and get to your tracer. The reasoning is because is this your pillar section because of your ping? Okay, we're going to talk about this if you were not on ping. If you were not on ping, I would have liked you to make this a slingshot GA to your tracer. The reason is because the tracer can then be damage boosted and harass the Mercy and the Sojourn. Because all what's going to happen is this Moira and this Hog are just going to shoot the ball, which is going to roll them out and stall on point, basically. You're also going to have your Basher, which can come back and do the exact same thing. Your tracer is the only one that's going to really, I guess, do something really impactful this team fight, which would be to try and get rid of this this Mercy and this Sojourn. So I would have made this a slingshot, kind of as close as you can to get to this tracer, basically. Hold on, let me have a quick look so I can look at the distance that you would have had to be able to slingshot yourself around. Sebastian falls, that's fine. We play back. We GA ourselves away from the ball, which is fine. I think it's after this GA. So we go up above the roof. It's this GA now. I would have looked to do this as a GA onto, like, because your tracer was going to blink over here in a second. I've just paused it early just so we can, like, what's it called? I can, like, catch it in time. So your tracer is going to, like, blink to here. I would GA to this tracer here. You can make this then a sling down here back to the stairs. Or you can maybe, like, get yourself, like, up. I don't know because it's a sling in it. So you can, like, what's it called? You'll have to, like, sling yourself out. So you'd probably have to do it so it's, like, to these stairs, basically. Then you could damage boost the tracer and then fall upon these guys. I'm going to see what you end up doing, though, with all your ping. So we hook the pillar. We do a quick GA away. Tracer does end up getting the Mercy as well, which is good. Nice damage boost on the Hulk. Other than that, really, really great so far, though, Rubies. Honestly, 100%. I think the only things that you're struggling with are very, like, little things. Like, for example, make sure we're keeping the heal beam on certain people, just so they don't end up falling. And a couple, like, little positional errors. But apart from that, I've not really seen anything too bad so far, basically. I'm going to skip it forward so we can carry on going. But other than that, though, really, really great so far. So I'm guessing it's the third round that you remember to speed people out. Can I just say? But with that, that's fine. Obviously, we've got Tracer now, so it means that we, once again, we're just going to stick with our Bastion quite a bit. Damage boost Hulk hooks and stuff like that. Nice heals, though. Nice focus of damage boost when he's crossing and then healing when he gets across. Nice. Nice damage boost here as well. Nice. Unfortunately, Tracer ends up getting picked off. All gets getting picked off as well. A lot of damage. None of that's on you. You tried your best. Nice long slingshot. Make that slingshot to the health pack though, instead of just kind of walking your way to it at the end. And unfortunately, they end up just kind of going and chasing you guys. But that's fine. You did a really like nice trying to get out there. Just unfortunate, nothing else you could really do there. But we'll keep going. I think the third round is my worst, just because I kind of ate. It was no, it's alright, Bruce. We'll keep going. So nice heals on Sebastian. We do have a soldier now, so it means that we do have able to get another great damage boost target. Nice damage boost on Sebastian. Really, really great. Dragons, so we move out of the way. I GA myself out here just to try and help the soldier. The reason is because we want the soldier to stay up and alive. And if we go and help him here, this can help either demake the diva or like really like make the diva scared basically. So if you can, try to kind of get around to come and help your soldier here because he's currently by himself. We're not Valkyrie for it, which is fine. Nice damage boost here. Go on. And we leave the heals here, the Valk. Really, really great though, Rose. I love how you use the Valk instead, because I totally forgot how close you were to Valk, to be honest, but really, really great. Oh, what is your charm, by the way, Rose? Because it must have shown up, I must have not looked, and then tabbed out again, and it's gone again. Right now, so we'll push up the Hulk here. Nice damage boost on the hook as well. Backed up a little bit, but that's fine. But you guys do need to kind of back up a little bit now, which should be great. Don't worry too much about your hog here. The reasoning is because you've still got what's called, you still have your Moira to try and help out here. Unless if your hog was like below half HP, I wouldn't bother like trying to get in for him here. I'd just kind of stay back with your soldier and bash and everyone. Because you're going to force this diva DM. And if you keep on damage boosting as well, it's going to force the diva to DM a little bit more. Hopefully like helping it like run out of it basically. So the new dog charm. Oh, I know which one you mean. It is really cute actually. Nice ping. Love how you act upon the ping as well. I see so many like Mercies just pinging the danger, being like, there's a Tracer here, and then just like standing there. I love how you act upon the ping. Nice as well how you do a little GA like cancel as well. Nice. Obviously you do end up getting the Tracer, which is really, really great. Nice damage boost here. Nice. We use to help our Bastion. Nice. Nice rotation away. Really, really great so far though, Rose. 100%. Fortunate with the hog. I think this might just be a back out, unless if you get a pick here. We do get a pick. This is definitely winnable for us now. Nice. I'd make this a really quick directional GA back to your, what's it called? I make this a really quick directional GA back to the soldier. The reasoning is because we can hear the diva wanting to dive the soldier. And yes, we do need to go and help keep the Bastion up, which is exactly what we want to do. But at the same time as well, we do want to make sure that we're helping the soldier. We do pop Val, because obviously that will also help us build Val, which is exactly what we do. We need to, yeah, so we needed to turn around for Soldier a little bit sooner here than what we did. But other than that, really, really great. Playing under, which is completely fine. What you can do is you can kind of like just play kind of around this kind of area here. So just don't try to peek out as much as you are doing. And then you could also, I believe you still have res. Yeah, you do. We could definitely, once again, still go and res the Soldier as well. These guys are really, really healthy right now. So all we have to do is a quick like little res on the stairs. By doing this as well, and just doing it quite safely with our Valk, like on these stairs, it might also alert the Soldier and then make the Soldier turn around for a second. Perfect for these guys, just try and quickly, you know, like, what's it called? Focus down the people on point and everything. So, other than that, though, really, really great. Love the Valk here. Oh, we don't know it for now. Nice. Hit around the pillar. Bastion has a fallen. That's completely not on you. Go back to our Soldier. Nice position here. Flies his main, so we can't really walk into it, unfortunately, to help anyone. Yeah. That's right, you stalled out to 99 though, so really, really great. You really know my Mercy. No, I know. I feel like I've watched enough of your VODs now, Rose, but it's like, I know exactly what you're gonna do. I wouldn't do a big slingshot out here, by the way. I would do a slingshot to this little wall, so that we can... I mean, your Soldier has just died, unfortunately. It means that you could just kind of share out the beams between your Soldier and your Bastion. Right now, you need to try and keep these guys up and try not to allow them to fall. Because otherwise, you're kind of given, instead of having 2 team fights, you're going to make it so you only have 1 team fight left. So definitely, instead of slinging yourself like really far back here, try and make this kind of like a sling, just to try and make sure that you can still get a beam onto your Soldier, basically. You do have res, but obviously we don't have anyone to help that res, unfortunately. We've gone Sombra, so once again, main blue beat back to Bastion now. Nice heals here. I know you're like, I know you're like literally just sat here just with your heal beam on and like, please survive. Please. Oh, I can see the corgi now, by the way. I'm like, please survive, please survive. You pop Valk though, really, really great. Oh, there's just so much damage there though. Nice res. So obviously you got the Sombra there to kind of help assist. Okay, let's talk about this, because I feel like you get a little bit, what's it called? That was what I was thinking. I don't like your decision to get the Glock out here, personally. So, lovely res. Love this res. This is a beautiful res. So we're going to go and help Ball, which is fine. It's this bit, right? We do not need to focus. We do not need to get our Glock out right now. The reasoning is because we have a Ball that's currently really, really critical and our Moira's not there to go and help. And we also have our Bastion and our Sombra wanting to try and engage on this kind of like flank, basically. I took my Glock out. Bestie, look at it. Woo! Oh, look, this is Rose with a Glock out. I'm kidding, sweet. Yeah, we need to try and like make sure we're just keeping our team up rather than getting... But anyways, so this is fine. Obviously, we're trying to help out the Ball. Obviously, our Soldier... Sorry, our Bastion dies as this happens. That's completely not on you. Nice. We end up kind of cheating to our Ball, which is fine. Nice damage boost on the slam down, by the way. Really appreciate that. Nice, we got Soldier back as well. Nice heals. Obviously, can't help Sombra. And you end up C9 because of the visor. Other than that, though, Rose, like, you play this really, really well, to be fair. I don't think, apart from maybe, like, not getting your Glock out when you did, I feel like that's kind of, like, the only thing you could have possibly done better here. Because you played to survive, which is exactly what you did. And you played your cover, like, really, really well. Obviously, Sombra dies, but that's not on you. Because obviously you're trying to help the Ball and the Soldier that was a critical on point. And then you just end up C9 because of the visor. So, other than that, though, I... Honestly, Rose, it's the same thing again. I think the main thing that you do need to work on is... And it's really weird. It's kind of getting out that mindset of... I guess what you would classify as the typical 60-40 damage boost to healing ratio, which you would have done previously, to now kind of more doing a 50-50, maybe even more healing to less damage boost. And also making sure that we're kind of playing not too far back. There's certain times where we GA and we GA too far back, so it means that we can't help our team out. Really good example was with the soldier, where we kind of peeled back too much to get, you know, to damage boost the Bastion ult. So if you can, try just play a little bit more, how do I say it, like, kind of so you're ready to help out the team, I guess. More team centralized. I feel like that's the word I'm trying to look for. We'll keep going. And apparently this is your bad round, bros. So we'll have a look. So first of all, you're playing absolutely fine with your position here. Nice how you back out here, because obviously everyone else starts backing out. Love as well how you're constantly checking on your team right now. Really, really great. Also, unfortunately, some res are getting taken out. We slingshot ourselves away in order to help Sojourn. I'd be looking to kind of look in, maybe to get a J onto your team on the just in case here, to make sure we're still looking. Oh, we're on the Bastion. You're not playing Bastion. We're just in a bad spot, so we can't help out there, unfortunately. Nice GA, though, to go and help the Sojourn. I would not go for this res. Yeah, my Sojourn dies here because I thought she wouldn't die as I went for the res. So, we have to think, how healthy is the Sigma? Yeah, no, I'm really glad you realised that, though, sweet. 100% though. Remember as well, Moira has some really good movement in order to get back. Like, for example, she has her fade and everything. And I'd rather you guys finished out this team fight as a kind of like a 4v5. Sorry, as like, you know, the 4 of you, rather than going for a res, okay? If we can, try to wait for the res until we know everyone's safe rather than just going for it just because we can, alright? But I with your little sorry afterwards, I know you made a mistake there, so that's fine. It's just unfortunate now that your Sojourn's gonna take a while to get back. This is all good. I'm glad that you realised it was your fault this way. Nice damage boost here. We know they're gonna start coming back now, so we need to start backing off. Heal here. We need to heal here. The reasoning is because, although yes, they're kind of waiting to try and get this 1v1, if we can heal him here, like damage boost the soldier, and he loses the 1v1, which is, once again, it is on your soldier, but you have to also realize that hold on, let's quickly have a look back at it. I feel like the enemy soldier hit a hit the helix, which is why he's kind of, what's it called? So let's have a quick look. So, back out. Yeah, so he kind of like hits the helix to the side. At this point, he is winning this 1v1 because he has more HP. All we now need to do is just what's called put this little heal beam onto him. He would have won this team fight because look at him. He doesn't have his Mercy to help him because his Mercy is currently up in the air, all the way up here, like hello, all the way up here, okay? So we need to just kind of help keep him up to finish off this this 1v1, which you will do by just healing him. Basically, whoever has the most HP right now will win this. I was thinking of TikTok title for the video. I love it. But anyways, so obviously he ends up falling. More ends up falling as well, so you're going to be the only support. D.Va's gone in really aggressively and bombed. She has got a pickaxe, so it is really, really winnable. We just need to wait for it to come back. Nice how you're coming back for her. Just, yeah, as we're doing so, obviously check the flank, okay? We don't try and risk your life to try and get her back, especially when she has a lot of HP still. Like, for example, if she was critical, I definitely would be rushing like you are doing. However, because your D.Va is what's called, is not, like, really great, like, for example, she still has armor, right? So we desperately do not need to come 100% forward. All we have to do is kind of just vibe and wait here until the D.Va is in our LS. Then we pick her up for the healing, and then we keep going. And unfortunately, we're falling. The Mercy's body? Wait, what do you mean the Mercy's body? What, this one? Oh, bless it, look. Bless her, it looks like she's like fallen to like... Oh, bless her. Poor little sweet Mercy. It's such a funny angle as well, I love it. Anyways, we keep going. But yeah, obviously, we don't need to. So, for example, let's look at her HP. She is like that greeny color, so she's fine. We could all we have to do is just vibe here. We wait here because we know this soldier is on that off angle because, you know, he ended up winning the 1v1 earlier. He's still gonna stay on the off angle. So all you have to do is kind of like just wait here, wait for the diva to come to you, and then you heal, okay? So we don't need to peek it here. But it's all good. Fortune is getting taken out. I feel like it's going to be a reset here. But it's all good. We just reset and go again. After this, our team's momentum had dried up. I could kind of feel it already. Like, especially, like, from the second round. I could already kind of feel that your team is, like, a little bit annoyed now. But it's all good. We need to push forward to help Soldier here. Wait for Sigma Rock. Always, before you even try to go for a res, always wait for Sigma Rock. Even if it's just, like, you bait it out. Like, all you have to do is just peek it. He will rock it. You've baited out, then go for the res, okay? Just if you can, try to bait out the Sigma Rock before we actually try and go for the res. But it gets stuck in a flux because of it as well, but that's fine. Nice. So we used our res. Nice back out here. We try and keep our diva up here. Nice. Honestly, I like... The flux is personal. I love your decision making here. I love how you don't focus on trying to keep the diva up and you focus on trying to help the Sojourn ult. The reasoning is because you're not going to be able to keep your diva up 100% like with where she's going and what she was doing, because she ends up being LOS of the Ashe and the Sigma, and the Moira is here as well with the Moira orb. There is no way that you by yourself with your healing is going to keep diva up here. So I love how you make the decision to go aggressive and go and help with the Sojourn ult. We do end up Valking as well. Just unfortunate everyone falls. I would rather you kind of committed here with the ult. The reasoning is because we know this baby diva's gone and there's a gigantic Sigma on her basically, right? So is this diva going to survive even with your healing and also still on fire? Is she going to be able to survive here? No. However, your Sojourn has a really good opportunity here to get some really good picks off if we stay with her. And also the Reaper as well comes down to come and help, okay? I would rather you use your Valk not to try and keep this baby diva up. Try and help these guys with the Visor. Because if they can kill the Visor, they can start pushing in really aggressively. Sigma will start peeling back to points. Ooh, quick little free res right at the end of timer. Can you see? I would rather we focus on trying to get these, like, kind of these pick-offs rather than trying to keep someone up that we know isn't going to stay up. I was like, I'll take Visor. Flux call for my Valk. In my mind, I made that mistake. No, it's alright, sweet. But yeah, no, definitely we need to be kind of focusing on trying to get these kills rather than, what's it called? Trying to keep up our baby diva here, because it's not going to be able to keep her up. But we'll keep going. We back out. Back into spawn, because obviously we don't want to end up getting picked off. Really, really great. And everyone's going to respawn. So go back again. Nice bit of getting back to our Sojourn here. Just obviously be careful of people on the left. Our Reaper has gone to market now though, so that's fine. Nice damage boost on Cole. Nice rotation onto your Sojourn. Nice. You needed to make that sling there to try and help your, what's it called? Your Moira, but that's really, really great. Can't keep Diva up there, unfortunately. Trying to keep our Moira up. At this point, we just need to die. There is no point us trying to survive here because we don't even have capital. You know, we haven't capitalized on the point because we don't have it. And also, it's getting to the point where there's only like one team fight left, and we want one like big, like clean team fight. So all we have to do here is just damage boost your Moira and just die, quick. Because you don't want to try and keep you guys up like for longer than you need to, and also give the enemy team extra ult charge. We just want to kind of just damage boost, die, reset, quickly, so we can have a one last team fight. Okay, we'll keep going. So we're going to have bomb for last team fight, and that's probably about it. But they're not going to have anything apart from their flux. So that's fine. Nice. I was wondering why your diva didn't touch, and now I understand why. Because that would have been, I think, definitely winnable for you guys, that team fight, but that's just unfortunate that she ends up kind of, what's it called? Just unfortunate that she ends up flying into a wall, unfortunately. But let's not focus on the let's focus on you though, Rose, because obviously that's what we're here for. First things first, let's talk about your positives, okay? I love your Valks. I feel like your Valk timings are really, really great. It's just your decisioning in the Valks and also your positioning in the Valks is a little bit iffy. Like, I feel like your positioning is still good in Valks, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there still is better positioning that we can do, but that's not even, like, a really bad issue, in my opinion. I think the only thing, which I guess kind of touches on what the main issue that I have is we're not focusing our beams on the right people at the right times, if you get me. Or like you have your beam on the right person, but we're not doing the correct healing or damage boost, okay? So that's my first kind of pointer for you, basically, is I want you to really try, when you're playing Mercy nowadays, to play more team centralized. The reasoning is because with the DPS role passive, it means we now need to heal more, and we also need to, like, try and help out the entire team. You know, it can't just be the we just stay with one singular person and just follow them and just be like, yay, and then maybe like flick the damage boost onto the rest of your team. It's now more we need to play kind of with the entire team, obviously, you know, playing off with our main believing target a little bit more, obviously, but at the same time we still need to make sure that we're peeling back for our team. Which at some points you did really, really well, but then there was other points where you kind of like just forgot about it a little bit. So I want you to try as your first kind of, I guess, piece of advice is if you can try just to heal a little bit more and make sure that we're keeping an eye on our team a little bit more to make sure you know, we're doing that. Reses, apart from obviously the one which, you know, you knew you had a mistake for, Rose, I love your reses, genuinely. I love how you always try and find the safety of the res. I love how you always you know, are just really like cautious with the res and everything. We know obviously about the mistake one and we talked about that. I love how you realize as well that was a mistake before I even pointed out as well. So that's really like good initiative from you as well. We know that obviously that was a wrong res. But other than that, I think the only thing was just with the Sigma one, try to bait out the res before you go for it, basically, because obviously you don't want to end up getting rocks, basically. But they were really, really good. Other than that, though, Rose, I think just honestly just work on trying just to keep, you know, with your beam management and that kind of thing, basically, to start off with. Other than that, though, I generally don't have... Oh, the other thing as well, sorry. That's what I was going to say. But I guess this kind of relates back more to the team centralized thing. Once again, try to kind of use your GAs to stay within the team instead of peeling, like, really far back. Because there was a few times where we use our GAs to peel back, like, really, like, far back, and we're not putting the beam onto the right person because we're doing that. If we can, try to adjust our GAs slightly so we can still, like, stay team centralized. But that was the other thing. But yeah, thank you so much everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that have been watching this. You guys can get your own VOD reviews. They have for 7,500 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Sundays, but I'll stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. Once again, the VODs are completely for free. All you have to do is earn the channel points and come over to my streams. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!